After having a really good time in the Bryce Canyon area, we decided to make the short little drive over to Kanab, Utah. We found it to be a really cool little town, and we also found a really neat place to stay called the RV Corral. We highly recommend this place. Got to spend a little bit of time in the pool by ourselves, really clean. And then we're going to head over to Zion National Park, which is the reason we're staying in this area.
Come on, Pappy! It feels good! Come on, it's water!
I may regret this. Deciding where to go to eat when you have two women with you is kind of difficult. This is where we decided to go tonight. Tell everybody why you wore that hat.
Because it's fancy smancy dining.
You wore your best hat.
I wore my fancy smancy.
So we decided to go to the Rockin B cafe.
Fine dine, fancy smancy.
She might be a little bit rednecky. I don't know. So we'll go in here and see how it is. We were supposed to have reservations, but we got to sit here, didn't we, Carrie? Carrie wore her fancy hat, so that must have been the reason they let us stay. What do you think it was? Probably so. I bet that would have been really good, but we have a budget we try to adhere to while we're traveling. Even though Carrie wore her expensive hat, that was way out of our budget. So we haven't done that in a long time, but we sat down and got seated, and Lulu looked at me and said, "What'd you say?"
This exceeds our budget.
It exceeds our budget, so we might want to go somewhere else, or we don't get to eat out anymore for the next couple of days. So this may be a great place to eat.
I'm sure it is.
Probably
it was
is.
really nice.
It looked really,
very
really
nice for fine dining.
But we don't usually take Carrie out to fine dining, and they were looking at us funny since I had my baseball hat on and Carrie had on her cowboy hat. So we're gonna go try to find something a little more reasonable. But if you're here and you eat here, let me know how it was, okay? This is dinner in Kanab, take 2. Pretty cool though, look at this. Carrie's over here farming rocks. The nice lady at the other restaurant that was out of our price range said we should go to Houston's. She either meant Houston's restaurant that was right here, or possibly she meant we should go to Houston, Texas. I'm really not sure which one. We're about to find out. This is a cool area here. I'm really liking all these western towns like this. This is cool as it can be. My grandfather, he liked him some westerns. His favorite line from Clint Eastwood was, "Dying ain't much of a living, son."
You a bounty hunter? Yeah, he's got to do something for a living these days. Dying ain't much of a living, boy.
A lot of those movies were filmed right. You know that? Houston. This is it. This is it. Houston. So we're sticking around here. Houston looks like a good place. What do you think, Bryce?
Thanks, man.
So we got bread.
Is that bread? Nice soup.
Chicken soup. The food got here. Looks good so far. Cowboy beans, mac and cheese, Southwest chicken. Here we got a bowl of shrimp. Okay. That's not a place we would recommend, is it?
No, I don't think you should go there.
They were really nice.
Yeah.
But Lynn and I got Southwest chicken. It tasted more like olives and I don't know what else it was. They gave you some kind of little orange sauce to put on it to try to kill the taste or whatever it was they were trying to kill. Carrie got 4 shrimp and some chestnuts and some other things. but she didn't like that either. So I don't know. We do not recommend that at all. So, oh well, live and learn. It's always interesting when you travel in a smaller town that don't have a Walmart. We have these local grocery stores. This one's actually really, really cool. Glazier's Market. They seem to have a little bit of everything. Prices don't seem to be too bad. Pretty happy. That was a pleasant experience at Glacier's. Wasn't very expensive and had a good selection of just about everything for a local small city, small town market. That was all right. So one of our nightly rituals when we have our little granddaughter is to play a stupid card game called Phase 10. Yeah, that's it right there. Carrie loves playing cards, don't you, Carrie?
Yeah, I like Monopoly more, but Pappy said he didn't come all the way to Utah to play Monopoly.
I didn't.
So
And that is true.
We came all the way to play Phase 10.
We play Phase 10. We play Phase 10 every single night. And then the next thing we'll do is we'll watch an episode of Heartland. And then
We
on
can
TV.
see horses out the
And
back.
then we'll go to bed. That'll be pretty much it.
We can see the horses out of our back window.
Yeah, out of our back window is what Carrie's saying. Out of our back window of our camper, we can see horses.
3 horses.
And they were just fed. There's
What
a
is
huge
that?
friggin' cat out there too. Look at that big cat.
Is it out again? Oh, I see it.
The horses are really cool. This is a beautiful place. We're in Kanab, Utah.
Oh, tell them what Lulu called it.
Or, as Lynn would say, we're in Kebab, Utah. As you've learned by now, she turns the letters around quite a bit. So, here's Carrie dealing out. She couldn't work in Vegas, but she's pretty good at it. But I will show you that who's winning. So here's the score. There's Lynn's score. She has 455. There's Carrie. She has 385. And there's mine. 285. Even though I don't like playing this stupid game, that P means Papu won. So, and even Carrie tried to cheat. She didn't try to. She didn't cheat. She didn't cheat. She just picked up a card that she knew I needed and let Lulu go out.
Lulu was getting 7 cards of one color. She had green. So you laid down the green.
Yeah, and so you just picked
So
it
I
up and
picked
gave
it
it
up.
to Lulu so
I
she
put
could
it
go
back
out.
down.
So I could go out.
So she could go out and the
cheating.
game could
If you
continue. That
think
is
that's
not cheating.
please leave a comment down below so you can tell my granddaughter that that's not right.
That's not
You
cheating.
shouldn't do
It's
that
not
to your
cheating.
grandfather, should you? It is. If she knew that Lulu was going to go out and she gave her a card that let her go out, that's not right.
Okay, so
Because we were just
it
trying
was.
to keep Papu from winning.
Yeah, and
Or
it
she was
was
trying to keep Papu
and
from
it's
going
the
out.
same thing. If I were to pick up one from the stack and I would have got a green, I would have laid it down.
Yeah. Who won anyway?
You did.
That's right. I won anyway.
And I paid 25.
So today we're taking a tour of the Best Friends Animal Shelter here in Kanab, Utah. Getting in the picture.
Lulu told me some other year.
She did.
Yeah.
Why would you like to visit this place, Carrie?
Because it's a bunch of
Wait a
people.
minute. Take 3.
Wait a minute, why don't you stop?
Take 4. Why do you want to? Take 5. Carrie, why would you like to visit the Best Friends Animal Shelter? Wait a minute. Take 6. Take 7. Carrie, why do you want to visit the Best Friends Animal Sanctuary?
Because it's about helping animals, and I want to be a vet when I grow up. So I get to learn about how they're helping their animals and how to see if like how they're helping them recover and sending them back out to wildlife or getting them good homes.
Adopted, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so it's a 2-hour tour today. It's free. If you're in the Kanab, Utah area, we encourage you to come and do this. We're going to do it. It's beautiful here, isn't it, Lulu?
Yeah, they are beautiful flowers. Very well landscaped here at the Welcome Center.
And with that, we'll end our visit to the Best Friends Animal Sanctuary and our little sightseeing tour of Kanab, Utah. We'll leave you with this real-time view of a snail crawling across. Please take a few minutes to subscribe to our channel and make sure you mash on the little like button here. We would really appreciate it. See you down the road.